Welcome to the royal palace of ancient Athens. Our ruler is the Duke Theseus, a famous and very popular leader. He is anxious for the rising of the new moon, for that is when he is to be married to Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons.
Watch closely this day, for the sights you are about to see may trick the eye. And beware the setting of the sun, for as the moon rises, those creatures who live behind our vision will appear.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our wedding day draws near. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will turn to night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like a silver bow, shall behold our wedding ceremonies.
Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, but I wed thee with pomp, triumph, and with reveling.
In the city of Athens there is a law which gives to fathers the power of compelling their daughters to marry whomsoever they wish them to marry. If the daughter should refuse to marry the man her father had chosen to be her husband, the father is empowered by this law to cause her to be put to death.
Fathers would often threaten their daughters with the terrors of this law, even though most did not desire to cause their own daughters death.
It was on the day that Theseus and Hippolyta were discussing their wedding that an old man, whose name was Aegeus, came before Theseus to complain that his daughter Hermia would not marry the man her father had chosen for her.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation, I come with complaint against my daughter Hermia.
Aegeus wishes his daughter to marry Demetrius, but feels that Lysander, another young man of Athens, has stolen her heart with poems, serenades, and sweetmeats.
With cunning hath Lysander filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due me to stubborn harshness. I beg the ancient presidents of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her.
Hermia had best watch her step, for her father is determined she be put to death if she'll not have redemption of Demetrius.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god. Now Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander. I wish my father would look with my eyes.
Hermia pleads with Theseus to let her marry the man she loves instead of her father's choice for her. She asks what fate may befall her if she refuses to wed Demetrius.
Your fate? Either to die forever and give up the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Yes, I'll join a nunnery before I ever marry a man I do not love.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield to my certain rights.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. You marry him.
Demetrius and Lysander continue arguing over who would be the best to marry the beautiful Hermia, until finally Theseus bids them to follow the law.
For you, fair Hermia, try to see things your father's way. I cannot change the law of Athens. Come, my Hippolyta.
The course of true love never did run smooth. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt of great wealth. She hath no child and regards me as her only son. Her house is 7 leagues from Athens. There, gentle Hermia, will I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou love me, then steal out of thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the woods a league outside of the town, I'll wait for thee. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. You call me fair? Demetrius loves your beauty and not mine. Oh, teach me how you sway Demetrius's heart. The more I hate him, the more he follows me. The more I love him, the more he hates me. His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine. None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine. Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and I will fly away from this place.
Helena, we'll tell you our secret. Tomorrow night we have decided to steal through Athens' gates and elope.
In the wood, you and I have to played. There my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray for us. And good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Oh, how happy they both are. Throughout Athens, I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. I will tell him of their flight, so, at least, for this intelligence, I'll have his thanks.
I thought that this elopement was to be a secret. Helena's decision to tell Demetrius all that she knows is certainly ungenerous. I do not know why she has chosen this course, except for the pure pleasure of following the man she loves into the woods, for she well knows Demetrius will go in pursuit of Hermia.
Now here's an interesting collection of humans. These are the workmen of Athens. They are working to prepare an interlude, or a short comic play, to be performed before Theseus and Hippolyta in the evening after their marriage. The workers have agreed to set a time for rehearsal and pass out the notes. Peter Quince, the carpenter, is in charge, but it is not easy doing these miscreants. He meets with nothing but objections, mainly from a most obnoxious fellow named Nick Bob.
First, Peter Quince, say what the play is about, then read the name of the actors.
Our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. Now, Peter Quince, call forth your actors.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver?
Ready. Name what part I am to play.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus,
Who is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
a lover who gallantly kills himself for love.
I would be better in the role of a tyrant. I can play Hercules very well, but I'll speak good as a lover.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender, you must take Thisbe as your role.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
No, it's a lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman, for I have a beard coming in.
It does not matter. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you can.
If I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice.
Oh, Pyramus.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you must play Thisbe. Roman Starling, the tailor,
Here, Peter Quince.
you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker,
Here, Peter Quince.
you must play Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner, you, the lion's part.
Have you the lines parted? If you have, lend it to me, for I am a soul study.
Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that will do any man's heart good to hear me. Roar!
If Bottom has his way, they won't need anyone else for a part. As you can see, the workmen continue to argue over the parts they'll play until all is decided and they agree to meet in the forest to rehearse. This just happens to be the same forest in which Lysander and Hermia agreed to meet.
This aforementioned forest also happens to be the favorite haunt of those little beings like us, known by the name of fairies. There is indeed a whole kingdom of them, with a king called Oberon and a queen called Titania. Each is attended by many spirits, but the most mischievous is Puck, a shrewd and knave sprite. Puck loves to play comical pranks in all the neighboring villages. But listen and watch carefully, for Puck is about to appear. How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moonsphere. And I do serve the fairy queen. I go to seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's here. Farewell, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here soon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is full of wrath, because she hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king, and jealous Oberon would have the child. Now they never meet, but they do fight, that all their elves for fear shrink into apron cups and hide there. But make room, fairy, for here comes Oberon.
Those that call you sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. And here, my mistress.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip away. I have forsworn his company.
Tarry, Earth, Titania. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Never since the midsummer spring met we on hill, in dale, or forest, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sports. Therefore, the spring, the summer, the chilling autumn, and angry winter change their appearance, and the amazed world knows not which season is which. All these evils come from our debate, our dissension.
You amend it then. The fault lies with you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do beg of the little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was my dear friend, and for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood do you intend to stay?
Perhaps till Theseus' wedding day. If he will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, and shall only argue more if I stay longer.
But Oberon is not about to let Titania off so lightly. He is bound to seek revenge for her refusals to give up this changeling boy.
My gentle Puck, come hither, and fetch me the flower, the herb I did show thee once, and the juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make man or woman madly love the next life creature that it sees. Fetch me the herb, and be thou here again quickly.
When Puck returns with the flower, Oberon tells Puck of a night when he saw a strange and wondrous sight. Cupid, with his bow taut and arrow cocked, was flying between the earth and moon. He released the arrow toward a beautiful maiden, but it missed her heart and struck a milk-white pansy, turning it purple with desire. From that time on, the flower was magical.
Now Oberon's plan was to squeeze a drop of the flower's liquor onto Titania's eyelids while she is sleeping, knowing that when she awakens and looks upon it, be it a lion, bear, wolf, bull, or meddling monkey, she would pursue it with the soul of love. Later, by offering to remove the spell with another herb, he can blackmail her into giving him the boy. He hears someone coming, and not wanting to be seen, he says to Puck,
But who comes here? I am invisible. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where are Lysander and fair Hermia? You told me they were stolen unto this wood, yet I cannot see my Hermia. Get thee gone, stop following me.
You draw me like a magnet. Leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I not speak clearly to you? Do I entice you? Or do I rather not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. Demetrius, spurn me, neglect me, strike me, only give me permission to follow thee.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on you.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
I'll run from thee, hide in the bushes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest have such not a heart as you.
I will not stay. Let me go. I tell you, don't follow me.
I, in the town, in the field, I'll follow thee.
Fare thee well, young maiden, but before he leaves this grove, thou shalt run, and he shall seek thy love. The flower,
Aye, here it is.
give it to me, and I shall find where sleeps Titania, and with the juice of it I will streak her eyes.
But Oberon, taking pity on poor Helena, instructs Puck also to lay the juice on Demetrius's eyes, so that he will fall in love with Helena, whom he now so obviously scorns. Oberon laughs when he thinks of seeing Helena fleeing from a love-struck Demetrius.
Fear not, my lord. The servant shall do so.
Titania sends fair subjects off to sing and make merry, while attending to their business of curing wild roses of cankers, killing bats to use their wings for fur coats, and frightening owls away. As they sing charms to keep their queen safe, she falls asleep.
Come now around in a fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your places, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes of double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blindworms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Weaving spiders, come not here, away you long-legged spinners hence. Beetles black approach not here, worm nor snail do no offense. Fill a mill with melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby.
Hence, away, now all is well. Ah, our fairy queen rests peacefully, but here comes Oberon, sneaking into the queen's bower. He squeezes the pansy nectar upon Titania's eyelids, casting a spell on her. Lysander and Hermia. They certainly look tired here. It is obvious they have lost their way.
Fair love, you feign with wandering in the woods, and to tell the truth, I have lost our way. We will rest, Hermia, if you think it best, and wait for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find yourself a bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Good night.
Through the forest have I gone, but the theme found I none, I might leave this flower smasher.
Who have we here? Clothes of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said.
The despised the Athenian maid. And here, maidens sleeping sound on the dirty ground. Upon the island I throw all the power this charm doth owe. So now awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Unfortunately, things will not turn out as Puck and Oberon have planned, for here comes Demetrius, still being followed by a very weary and depressed Helena.
Stay, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence. Get away and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath from this chase. Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake, lovely Helena. Where is Demetrius? He shall perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. Hermia still loves you, and be content.
Content with Hermia? It is Helena I love.
Wherefore do you mock me? When at your hand did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius? Must you flout my pain? You do me wrong. Fare thee well. I thought you of more true gentleness.
Helena!
Help me, Lysander, help me. What a dream is here. Pull the serpent from my dress. Lysander, look why I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away as you sat smiling. Lysander, without a hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, if you can hear. I faint, almost a fear. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Things are getting confusing in these woods, but the fairy's mischievous magic has only just begun. Back in the glade where Titania lies sleeping, the rehearsal of Pyramus and Thisbe by Peter Quince and his fellow workmen has just begun, when they run into trouble.
As usual, Nick Bottom is causing problems. He's interrupting the rehearsal with misgivings about the action of the play. As they argue and rehearse, Puck will come in unseen. And listen, all the while plotting his mischief.
What have we here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a plain rehearsal? I shall listen and be an actor too, perhaps, if I see a cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odorous, odorous.
Odorous savors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe sweet. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, you must.
O most radiant Pyramus, the true of truest horse, that yet shall never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninnis tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
The Bottom exited for his cart. Puck followed him. In the undergrowth, Puck changed Bottom's round, chubby head into that of an ass, with a grinning face and long ears, then led him on to sing his part of Pyramus.
If I were fair, Thisbe, if I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous, oh, strange, we're haunted, we're massive one. Oh!
It is a shame Bottom cannot see himself, for he is completely unaware of his transformation. So when his friends run off crying at him, he thinks his fellow workmen are playing a trick on him.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of theirs to make me afraid.
O Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see of thee?
What do you see?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art transformed.
I see their knavery. They can't ask me. To frighten me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and shall sing loudly, that they shall hear that I am not afraid.
Bottom's terrible singing awakens Titania, and of course, the first creature she sees is the transformed Bottom.
What angel lifts me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy beauty doth move me on the first me to swear, I do love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love have little company together nowadays. The more the pity.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. What if I wish enough, I get out of this wood?
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers do sleep.
Titania soon calls all her fairies to attend Bottom and lead him to her bower. Bottom seems to take it all in stride. He has such a high opinion of himself that nothing, absolutely nothing, surprises him.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries. The honey bag steal from the bumblebees. Pluck the painted wings from butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
I wonder if Titania has awakened again. But here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit?
My mistress with the monsters in love.
Why, this falls out better than I could have planned. But hast thou lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I have instructed thee?
I did while he was sleeping, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, by force she must be I.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, this is not the man.
Oh, why rebuke me when I love thee so?
If thou send Lysander to sleep, plunge in the knife and kill me too. Why would he have left his sleeping Hermia? It cannot be that thou hast murdered him. Where is my Lysander? I'll give Demetrius. Wilt thou give him to me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Oh, once tell true for my sake. Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch.
No, I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for all I know.
Oh, I am sleepy.
What hast thou done? Thou hast made a mistake and put the love juice in some true love's sight. This is a true love turned false and not a false turned true.
I am sorry, master. Can this be mended?
Oberon bids Puck to seek out Helena and bring her to him. Obediently, Puck flips away, and Oberon drops the juice of the flower on Demetrius's eyelids, pronouncing a spell which will restore the love he once had for Helena.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for love. Shall we watch? Lord, what these little speak?
Silence. The noise they will make cause Demetrius to wake.
They will both of them love her. Those things do please me best that combat their mischief.
Why should you think I woo and scorn? Look, when I vow, I weep.
You do advance your mockery more and more. Your vows are Hermia's. You love only her.
No, Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, God is perfect divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thee? Oh, let me kiss you.
Helena is dismayed over what has happened. When we first met her, she was saddened that no one loved her. Now she doesn't know what to do with two ardent suitors.
As Helena is trying to find a solution to a monstrous problem, Hermia enters. This should be very interesting to watch.
Lysander fell. Why did you leave me so unkindly?
Why should I stay when love doth call me? I love fair Helena. Why do you seek me? Can you not see the hate I bear you made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
If you find this all confusing, imagine poor Helena. She decides that Demetrius, Lysander, and her once dear friend Hermia are on a plot together to make jest of her.
Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Is all our friendship forgotten? Have you conspired with these men in scorning your poor friends? It is not friendly. I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems as though you scorned me. Have you not sent Lysander in scorn to praise my eyes and face, and made your other lover, Demetrius, to call me goddess divine? It is misery to love and be unloved. This you should pity rather than despise. I understand not. What do you mean by this? That's right. Keep up the show. Counterfeit sad looks. Make faces upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Make jest of me. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not tease me so. But fare you well. It's partly my own fault.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent. Sweet, do not tease her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel me no more than she entreat. Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. I will prove any man false who says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If you say so, then prove it with your sword. Come.
After you.
The two suitors go off to find a more suitable place for their quarrel. And once more, Hermia blames Helena for the whole threat. Oh, you thief of love, you've come by night and stole my love's heart from him.
Have you no modesty, no shame? Why, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Aye, that one goes again. How low am I, thou pentacle? Speak! How low am I? How nigh it so low that my nails can reach to thine eyes?
I pray you, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. When she is angry, she is keen and true. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Why will you let her insult me so? Let me have it.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer than a runaway.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
Now Oberon and Puck have been listening to all this confusion, and Oberon blames Puck for all these mistakes. He thinks that there has been too much deliberate mischief-making.
Puck swears it was an honest mistake, although he admits he is not sorry, as he has thoroughly enjoyed the mortal squabbles. Oberon decides to set things right in both Fairyland and on Earth. He does this by first ordering Puck to lead Lysander and Demetrius around and through the woods, then place the herb on Lysander's eyes to remove the spell, so that all four young Athenians will return to Athens happy and uncertain if their troubles be real or dreams.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, send comforts from the east, that I may be back to Athens before daylight, and sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come one more, so both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, but dabbled with the dew and torn with the briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs cannot keep pace with my desires. Here I'll lay till the break of day, heaven show Lysander there bright.
On the ground, sleep sound. Apply to your eye temple the lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have a Jill, naught shall go ill, and all shall be well.
Meanwhile, back at Titania's bower, things are getting very interesting.
Come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses into thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair lord's ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where is Cobweb? Where is Mustard Seed?
What is your weapon?
Nothing, good master, but to help Peace Blossom and Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender jackass. If my hands would tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's hear some music.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Truly, a peg of good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Sweet hay.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee nuts.
I would rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people disturb me. I have a feeling of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will ride thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Here comes Oberon. Although he finds the picture of the fairy queen with her arms around an ass very humorous at first, he soon begins to pity Titania. He tells Puck he must return Bottom to his original shape as he removes the magic spell from Titania.
Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? We thought I was in love with a jackass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Bottom, take off his head. And Titania, music call, to wake these five from their enchanted sleep. Now come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now you and I are reconciled, and tomorrow midnight we'll dance in new Theseus' house. There pairs of lovers will be wed, with Theseus in all jollity.
Fairy king it's in Denmark. I do hear the morning glory.
Then in silence trip we, after night's shade, swifter than the wandering.
Come, my lord, and tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here with one of these mortals on the ground.
As Oberon leads Titania away, he explains the whole exile. All of Athens gathers for a royal hunt. Theseus sees the sleeping youth and calls a huntsman to awaken him. Theseus remembers that this is the day Hermia is to make a decision about her marriage to Demetrius. He asks them how they all got together like friends. Lysander tries to explain, but is a bit confused himself. Aegeus demands him be punished for blocking Hermia's marriage to Demetrius. Then Demetrius speaks up.
My lord, I in fury followed Hermia into this wood, and Helena followed me. But by some power, my love to Hermia has melted as the snow. The object and pleasure of my eye now is only Helena. I will love her and evermore be true to her.
Fair lovers, we are fortunately met. Of this discourse we moral here and now. These couples shall be eternally knit. We will hold a feast. Come, people. When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. Hi-ho! Peter Quince? Flute the bells mender? They stole away and left me asleep. I have had a most rare dream. He thought I was,
All the Athenians gather together for a threefold marriage.
The workers have assembled ready to present their clay for the festivities. If you look closely, I'm sure you'll see the guests from the fairy kingdom as well.
It's strange, my Theseus. It's sort as is always.
More strange than true. I never believe antique fables, nor these fairy stories. Imaginations play strong tricks. Where are the players?
Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you wonder at this show, but wonder on. The truth make all things plain. This man, if you would know, is Pyramus. And this beauteous lady is Thisbe.
This same interlude it doth befall that I, once not my name, present a wall through which lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often secretly.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall, my lips are.
Will thou and these two meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death. I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that I've ever heard.
Shush, here comes two noble beasts.
Young ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the small smartiest mouse that creeps upon the floor, do not quake and tremble here when I, the lion, rough and wild, the strange, doth roar. But know that I, Snug the joiner, am not really a lion at all. For if I should come and strive into this world, 'twere pity on my life.
This lantern doth the moon represent, myself the man in the moon seem to be.
And so, the players continue to put on their play. But when asked if they'd like to see more, Theseus responds quite firmly.
No.
The mortals end their day of celebration while the fairies look on.
Now through the house give glimmering light, every elf and fairy sprite, and sing this ditty after me, and dance it through trippingly.
Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Pledge, make no stay, leave me all by break of day.
If we, shadows, have offended, think with this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and as I am an honest pug, good night, and to you all.